Hello everyone, my name is Camillia McKay, and for my fourth video journal for this class, I am going to talk about cyberbullying. I watched a media piece on YouTube that was titled Before It Starts, and it was a cyberbully short film that basically highlighted how you can prevent cyberbullying and the typical or the types of outcomes that are results of cyberbullying. So basically the media piece first showed how two girls were interacting on a social networking site, and one girl was the victim, the other girl was the offender. The offender told the victim, hey, like, you know, you're a loser, like I wish everybody would love it a lot if you left, and the girl committed suicide. Then the video backtracked to the beginning of that conversation, and instead of having the offender, you know, maliciously bully the female, you know, online, she apologized for her, I guess, her previous activity that she had, you know, previous behavior that she had, you know, expressed to this female, and said that she was sorry, you know, for doing such things and for saying such mean things, and they kind of ended up interacting in a positive light later on. So one of the main points of the video was that, you know, you can prevent cyberbullying, that it is something that doesn't have to occur. And one of the big statistics that was noted in the video was that 45% of young people actually are aware or see cyberbullying taking place on social networking sites. But it doesn't mean that everybody that sees it reports it. And a lot of it, you know, like what we've talked about in class is how, you know, you may view it and you can see it and how, you know, other people are around you feeding into it, but people don't realize the impact that it has on individuals. For example, this young lady in this video actually committed suicide, whereas when in the cyberbullying movie, you could see how, you know, there were at least people there that could help her and were there in time, of course, to prevent her from doing such negative things, and how these relationships don't have to occur, how you don't have to have a bullying relationship. But it's just interesting to see how critical cyberbullying is and how prevalent it is in our society. I know for a fact that myself, if I have to admit this, that I have seen cyberbullying taking place, and I may have committed some of it myself. Of course, being some of it minor, I didn't think that, you know, it was that had that much of a negative effect, but I realized that whether it's minute or huge, like, it just shouldn't take place, and that, you know, it's gonna this material definitely has influenced me to not engage in cyberbullying anymore, and because you never know what the other person is feeling across the other end of the screen. And it just is, even though like the internet provides that space where you can just say and do whatever you want, does not mean that it has to be that way. And this video is a prime example. The material that we talked about in class is a prime example of how people take for granted the fact that they're not in front of somebody's face saying these things. And it doesn't mean that that's necessarily the case either, that if you're in front of that person's face, that you should go ahead and commit those kind of or say those kind of things. Like, that's traditional bullying as well. And we've talked about in class how traditional bullying and cyberbullying kind of go hand in hand. So it's just that it requires a change of behavior and people to stop being so negative and so mean. But I definitely enjoyed the short film. I definitely have enjoyed the articles that we discussed in class, and I hope this is helpful.